Okay, so this dish is Piedmont Peppers. It's a very simple, summery, delicious and vegetarian dish if you take the anchovies out. It's very easy to cook and it's utterly delicious. It's not new, it's been around forever, but this is how I do it. So first thing we need to do, we're just going to peel some garlic and slice it. I've got this beautiful rose garlic here, which is kind of comes around in the summer. Really big bulbs. It's not too acrid and strong. It's got a lovely, lovely flavour. Don't have to be micro fine because we are going to cook this for a long time. It's like a confit almost. Simple, beautiful plum tomatoes. And we've blanched them and taken the skins off. So that's just crossing the top, dropping them into boiling water for 10 seconds and then into ice. And then you can just very easily peel the skins off and keep them nice and whole. These tomatoes are San Marzano. That's the variety of these tomatoes. I quite like them because they're very consistent in flavour. They're not the sweetest tomatoes, but they're super consistent size and flavour. And we don't need like super really sweet tomatoes for this. We just need tomatoes that are going to bring a bit of acidity actually. This is the sort of dish that you could serve as a beautiful salad. You could serve it as an accompaniment. I think it's a weekend dish. It's not a weeknight dish. It's quite a faff and it does take an hour and a half to cook. So it's quite involved in that way. You don't have to use anchovies. If you want to keep this vegetarian, just don't use anchovies. You can just use normal anchovies, but not the silver ones. Use the brown ones. So these are just beautiful smoked anchovies that we use for our broccoli dish upstairs at Trinity. Just incredible. So we need one of those per pepper really. These are slightly smoked, so it adds another dimension, but you don't need that. But this is the sort of dish that you could, if you wanted to, you could add some feta, you could add some pesto, you could add some pine nuts. I mean, it's what you like, right? It's how you want to do it. Okay, so that's our prep done. It's very simple. Now it's on to peppers. Now, you can use the sort of normal bell peppers, the round ones, but I like to use these really long ones that are much more interesting and more flavorful. Essentially, we need to get that skin off. Listen, you can put them in a deep fat fryer, you can put them on a barbecue, put them under a grill. If you've got a 4-burner gas hob, you can just put them on the hob. The aim is to blacken that skin, drop them in cold water, and then just peel off the black skin. That's the aim of it. Soften the pepper, very simply. I do it like this, and then end up like this. So there's our beautiful peeled peppers, and there's a little bit of black on there, but I'm all right with that because it just adds a bit of char, a bit of smoky flavour. I'm okay with that. And what we're going to do, we're not actually going to cut these in half. I'm just going to cut a face off of that and then open it up like so. And then I just take a spoon and I can just scrape out any of those seeds from the middle. We want to leave that the green tip, the root on, because that's sort of keeping everything stable and together. Otherwise it'll all fall apart into pieces and you don't really want that. Pop our beautiful peppers into our dish like that. I love making these. These are such a beautiful thing to do. That's a whole tomato just into there, like that. Now we're going to laden that with loads of flavour and make those super delicious. In goes that garlic. We're just going to put that through every other tomato, which is a little bit laborious, but the garlic brings a lot. Okay, then some little strips of anchovy. Going to go over the top like that. Salt. It needs a lot of salt because that is just a very bland tomato and pepper otherwise. So plenty of salt on there. Black pepper as well. Lashings of really good olive oil. And when I say you need olive oil, you really need olive oil. These peppers almost need to confit, slowly cook in olive oil, drowned in olive oil. And that olive oil you can use afterwards. So you can just continue to use that olive oil again and again and again. The dream would be, you make this, you pop it in the oven at 150, you put a timer on for an hour, you go out to do your whatever, your shopping, whatever, you come back and you leave them to just cook and cool and relax in the oven as the oven's off. I love that. So we're going to cook those and finish them. That's it. Okay, so here's my beautiful Piedmont peppers. They've been in the oven for an hour and 15 minutes. The smell is absolutely beautiful. Just olive oil, sweet pepper, garlic, basil, anchovy. It's fantastic. So that's now an incredible garnish, or it's a lunch. You know, that's very simple. You can add what you want to that, pesto, feta, salad, whatever you want. I'm just going to pop it on this tray just for simplicity's sake. Just going to pop that on. This olive oil is a really important part of it because that olive oil is also full of beautiful pepper juices and sweetness. It's stunning. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of fresh compressed basil to that because it just needs sort of, it needs wakening up. It's been in the oven for an hour and 15, so lovely thing to do. They would keep in the fridge happily if you wanted to. So there we go. These are my Piedmont peppers. I love these so much. I love them. Enjoy.